This is Matt with Sarah Acura, and today we have three MDXs here. We have the MDX Type S, we have the A-Spec MDX, and we have the Type S Advanced package. Let's check them out and see which one's right for you. All right, so we're going to check out the three MDXs we have here behind me. Again, we have the the Apex Blue Pearl Type S MDX Advance. We have the Lunar Silver A-Spec right here. And then we have the Black Type S Tech Package, or Black Type S right here. So we're going to check out the differences between the three vehicles. So out of all of these vehicles, we actually have two of these that are currently available as of this video. Which is the A-Spec right behind us here. And then we have the Black Type S MDX, which again is also available. The blue one right over here, the Type S Advanced package, this one is our demo. So if you are interested in coming out and checking it out, it is available to kind of check out and see what you think about the MDX Type S. And yeah, let's check them out. All right, so which MDX is the right MDX for you? I know MDXs are kind of hard to come by right now, and we do, like I said, have these two available, the A-Spec, and then we have the Type S, the black one right back there that is available, which we'll talk about in just a minute. I don't want to tell you, everything about an A-Spec MDX, because I know there's a bunch of videos and stuff like that out there about the A-Spec MDX, but just a quick refresher as about, what the A-Spec is. A-Spec is not a performance variation of any Acuras. Simply put, it's like an appearance package. It's going to give you those shark gray wheels, which looks really sharp in this vehicle. It's going to give you those black trim accents. And it does give you all the features that come in a tech package. So you're going to have things like the parking sensors. You're going to have things like the built-in nav, which is not something that most people care about nowadays, but it is a part of the car. Again, standard on an MDX, you have the panoramic moonroof, which I'll show you real quick, which is awesome. And then we'll go inside here just to kind of give you another feel for what an A-Spec MDX is all about. So you have things like the red stitching, and you have the flat bottom steering wheel that says A-Spec on it. So all that stuff looks really awesome. And again, it's just an appearance package. It gives you the feel of that kind of sporty look, sporty feel. And again, some people really like that look. Some people really like the black trim accents, like around the windows instead of like the chrome, which I'm a big fan of. But yeah, just to kind of give you an idea as to what the A-Spec package is all about. So when it comes to which one is the right one for you, obviously price plays into that. So just so everyone knows, anyone who's watching this video, we are at Sarah Acura. We believe that selling a vehicle at MSRP is the right way to kind of go about things. So this vehicle is $59,445, and $59,445 is a great deal for an A-Spec MDX. You get quite a bit of car. You get all the safety systems, the wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You do get the upgraded stereo system. So that is a difference over a tech package MDX, is that you do get the upgraded stereo. You also get the fog lights, which I'll show you right up front here. And you get cooled seats. So those are the three features that you get above and beyond a tech package, which has now crept into the $56,000 range, almost 57, which is funny because back when I first started, I remember, an advanced package MDX was like 55,000, and here we are, an advanced package, which we do have one right behind us here, which is spoken for like most of the MDXs here. those are now about $63,000. So when it comes to choosing which is the right one, obviously if you're looking for a lot of value and you're looking for something that still looks really good as you're driving down the road, the A-Spec MDX is the right MDX for you. And again, it just kind of depends on where you're at, what dealership you're at, and what they have in inventory. But like I said, this one is available. We did add a heated steering wheel to this vehicle. So if that's something that you're interested in, which we know a lot of people really like heated steering wheels, this one does have it. That is not something that is typical on MDX. In fact, you do have to go to an advanced package if you want it to come standard on the vehicle. But in general, you can actually add a heated steering wheel to any of the packages on an MDX, even a base model. So we'll check out the back here. You get the smoked taillights. I love that look with the taillights and the chicane taillight right there, which looks great. And obviously you have the A-Spec badging. So as we look at the A-Spec MDX, we have the Type S that's right next to us right here. And I apologize, we had to park we have a garage back here, and I did my best to park them the way I wanted to park them. But let's check out the Type S MDX right here. So the big difference, and I'm glad that we have these here, this one is available at the moment. We do have some that are pre-sold, but you know, it just kind of always depends on what package people are looking for. This is the tech package Type S. So I'm going to try to do my best to kind of do a quick little walk around of the car so you can kind of see what it looks like. And we'll do that in comparison. I'll walk over here to the advanced package version so you can see, obviously there's a difference in how the wheels look. They have the two-tone look with the chrome finishers on the front of it. Whereas you have this kind of shark gray wheel here on the Type S MDX with those huge red brakes there, which look awesome. The Brembo brakes. So just wanted to show you guys that because they look really good. So it's not one of those things that, you know, obviously there's a difference between this because the A-Spec, it only has the 20-inch wheels right here. So here's where it becomes a tricky situation. So you have the MDX Type S, which the A-Spec MDX is a phenomenal car. It has the 3.5 liter J series, tried and true, proven engine that's in it. That one, it produces 290 horsepower, but in the Type S, it is all about the performance. So we do have a lot of people, in fact, we had a comment on one of our YouTubes that said, you know, what is the difference between an A-Spec and a Type S? And yeah, obviously, a lot of us know that there's the engine difference. There is the 3-liter turbocharged V6. It is not twin turbo. I know I've seen some stuff that people saying it's twin turbo. It is not a twin turbo engine. The MDX Type S is all about the performance, but again, it's a single turbo that which produces 355 horsepower. It's actually 354 pound-foot of torque. So the car can definitely get up and go. Our blue one, our demo over here, I've driven it down the road. It is fast. It's obviously very much faster than the regular one. And so this is where it becomes the proposition of, you know, do you need all that power to go, you know, up to 40 miles an hour? That's really up to you. But obviously there's a price gap between the two vehicles. So if we're looking at the price difference between these two cars, the MDX Type S tech package or the regular Type S MDX is, and I don't know if you can see it on there, it is $68,245. So you're looking at almost a $10,000 difference, and we haven't really cleaned up this car, but we're looking at almost a $10,000 difference between the two vehicles. So what do you get for that? Well, in general, you get you don't get much above and beyond the A-Spec. So obviously the performance is there. You have the bigger engine, your transmission, your all-wheel drive system, the suspension is all set up for the Type S, for the power that the Type S gives you. So that's one of those things. If you're looking for something that's performance-oriented, obviously the Type S is a great vehicle. But if you're looking for that value, the A-Spec, it looks really good too. So it's kind of one of those things where if you're someone who needs that power and wants that look of the Type S, and say you have a Type S, that's where the Type S comes into play. So above and beyond the engine, the other thing is does have the air ride suspension. And I can probably try to show that in one of the clips here, the car you know, going up and down. It does it pretty slowly, and it does that as you change the different driving modes. That is something that the A-Spec does not have and does not do. So those are the things. And the sound system is the same between these two vehicles. So you're not upgrading sound system at all. The difference is when you go all the way up to the advanced Type S. So the advanced Type S look-wise, it looks very similar to the Type S over there. The wheels have a different look to them. Those look really sharp. Those, and just to mention, these are both 21-inch wheels on the MDX Tech package, or the regular MDX Type S, and then the Type S Advanced package. Those are 21-inch wheels, and these are the Conti-Seal tires. So just so everyone kind of knows, if they're watching this, these are self-sealing tires. This car does not come with a spare. And it does have the auto leveling suspension. In fact, I think it might even be up in the front a little bit here and lower in the back. And I hate using this wide angle lens, but obviously when you have limited space, I want to make sure everyone can see the car okay. But just looking around the outside of the car, some of the differences between, the MDX Type S and then the MDX Advanced package. And first of all, I do want to talk a little bit about the pricing. So this is where Acura tops out. Other than the NSX, this is one of the most expensive Acuras, or the most expensive Acura at $73,595. And in my opinion, there is a ton of value here. This car has one of the best sound systems I have ever heard. And we'll get into that in just a minute here. But again, we'll take a look at the Type S front there. Again, this is the Advanced package. So one of the things outside, and we'll kind of point out some different things as we kind of go along here, is this does have the roof rails, the gloss black roof rails, which is great, but that's not necessarily unique to the Acura. You can actually add those roof rails to either one of these other packages. That's just one of those things that they actually add at the factory on this car. They do that. They do that on the Advanced one here. So since we have it right here, I'll show you that. The only difference is these are, they call them kind of chrome, but I just call them silver. They're not chrome. Chrome to me is like that. These are not chrome. These are just silver. Guess you can't really tell that. But checking out the Type S MDX, the other outside thing, other than the wheels that I noticed when it first came in, I didn't really even think to do any research on this. A lot of times we just kind of see stuff as it comes in. But notice around the wheel wells and along the bottom of the car, which I know this car's been out for a couple of test drives, but at the bottom there and around the wheel wells, it's not that faded, or I shouldn't say faded, but it's not that plastic that you see. It's actually painted plastic, so that gloss black look, kind of to match the rest of the trim on the car. Whereas on the other packages, including the Type S back there, it is this, that plastic right there. Now, Acura didn't go crazy with it on the other cars, including the A-Spec. And obviously this one kind of blends in, so I'll show you this as well real quick. So notice, it looks good. It doesn't look that bad, but again, just something that's a little bit different on the Type S MDX Advanced package. Just kind of helps it stand out a little bit more. And other than that, exterior-wise, and obviously didn't get a chance to talk about the quad exhaust here. I'll walk around here to show you guys that. That's something that's a little bit different on the exhaust. So, and at the beginning, if you're watching at the beginning, there was some sound coming out of that. But yeah, so there's the A-Spec exhausts right there. And I'll go and show you the Tech package MDX exhaust. So you can see there's a lot of similarities between these three vehicles in terms of kind of overall looks. Obviously, if you're someone who wants that performance, that 3-liter turbocharged V6 that's in the MDX is kind of what you're after. But let's kind of walk in let's go to the inside of the MDX Tech package to show you what that looks like. I'll open that up. We'll open this one up here. And you'll see it looks pretty similar. The sun's really shining here now. It looks pretty similar to the A-Spec. There's right there with the red stitching. It does have the auto leveling suspension, which I'll show you in just a second here. But all in all, the features are pretty similar between an A-Spec and a Type S. Obviously, as you get into the Type S territory, you have more performance oriented with the motor, with everything going on. And when you start this one up, it gives you a little bit different startup to what you get in the A-Spec. It's pretty similar, but it looks pretty sharp. And the layout's pretty much the same. No difference inside here. You still have your touchpad, which we'll make a whole video is to show people how to use that. It's pretty easy to use. Once you get used to it, there's no, it's not hard to use at all. We'll shut this puppy down. Obviously still have your panoramic moonroof right back there. Seating is pretty much the same, and actually it's something that I'm noticing here that I actually really like about the A-Spec, and I should say about the tech, or the Type S tech package, is I actually kind of like the suede. So it's interesting because, again, I'll show you the key here. I'll have it out in the light here. So the key's kind of neat on the Type S because it says Type S on it. But then also it has this red stripe that kind of goes around the key fob there, which looks kind of cool. So, but nice little touch. And it does come with remote start. So an A-Spec MDX does not come with remote start. Now, they all do have the app remote start. So if you believe that's something that you want to use, I can tell you from my experience with my Honda Odyssey that the app remote start is a great way to use remote start. I use it during the winter. Obviously, we use it almost every day. But the nice thing is that the app allows you to use it anywhere in the world. So we'll check out the inside of the Type S Advanced package. And you'll notice here, and I'll kind of just show you things as we go here, but it does say Type S on the other one here. It says A-Spec on the A-Spec one. But notice, just want to kind of point this out. It does have the beautiful quilted leather here. The only difference is it doesn't have, the suede insert, which, is kind of nice when it comes to cornering and handling. That is something that I kind of like about the A-Spec or, the Type S. I get if you have kids and you want the full leather. It's a pretty clean material though, and you're going to clean it up either way. But yeah, so interior wise, it's similar. There's not really many differences between these cars, but what you start to see is you start to see some of the nuances. Obviously, like Type S, says that right on the flat bottom steering wheel right there. You do have the incredible sound system that's in this, and actually check that out. It's one of my favorite things in this car. It's on the blue or the comfort setting right now, but this is the ELS Studio Signature Edition speakers. This car has 25 speakers, 1,000 watts. I was in this car the other day, turned it up. I don't know if I've been in a car that has a better sound system. I'm sure there's maybe a car out there that I haven't been in, but this is one of the best ones I have ever heard in my life. And I've been in a lot of different cars. So right down here, I was kind of wondering where some of the speakers are. This is one of the speakers right here. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video, but there's one here, and there's actually one on the other side of here as well. It's right down here. It's kind of dark in here, but it's on the other side of the console. There's also a little bit bigger speaker right here. This is actually a little bit bigger than on the other ones. There's some speakers in the ceiling. Pretty much every occupant has a speaker above their head. And I'm sure there's some more hidden that I have not seen in this car. And so just one of those things that really kind of blew me away on the Type S Advanced package. The other thing, and I'll go ahead and start up this vehicle that's going to be different with the Type S Advanced package. Obviously, startup looks the same as what it does on the normal Type S. But I'll go ahead and change the drive modes here. And as you change the drive modes, oh, there it goes. You guys probably can't see that. We just raised a little bit, and actually, there's a little monitor that just went away. Actually, let me change it back to lift. I'm going to change it to lift. Oh, I don't know if you guys can tell that it's moving, but anyway, so what the car's doing is right down here, there's a little monitor that tells me where it's at in its lift cycle here. So the car is raising up. I can feel it. And I'll show you where that was at again. So it's on the dynamic mode. So as you go to the different dynamic modes, you have one that says lift. So that's going to lift the vehicle to kind of give it a little higher ride. And then there's snow, and then there's comfort, and then there's, I wonder if you could see that, and there's normal. Each one's going to change the different ride height and ride comfort. So that's pretty cool that this car can do that. I think that's just an amazing feature. The other thing that in the Type S Advanced package is that you have real wood up here on the dash. So that is something that's unique. It's similar to how the Advanced package is laid out with the real wood. Acura kind of opted for, not going all out with the wood on this vehicle, which is kind of nice. Some people really like a ton of wood. Others, and most people get cars, they just don't want their car laced with wood on the inside. So just wanted to show everyone what that kind of looks like, which looks really nice. The other thing to kind of show everyone that's different about the advanced package is the massaging seats. So I'm going to turn that on right there, and it says Acura message, press and hold the massage seat switch as it's massaging my back right now for additional options. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss that, but I'm going to push and hold this button right down here, and as I do that, it gives me all my different options for massaging my back. I didn't know I wanted my back massaged in so many ways, but apparently I do. And yeah, it's doing that right now. It's doing, which one was it doing there? It's doing the fusion, which is, oh, really nice, right in the lower back right there. So yeah, it's a pretty neat function. That's one of those things that you don't think that you necessarily need until you have it. But again, it's pretty cool actually. I wonder if I can get it to turn on the other seat. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'll turn the camera there anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna I don't know if you could see it, but it does it pretty intensely, and you can actually monitor the intensity of it by changing this, just like you would a heated or cooled seat. So the cool thing is you can have your heated seat going and the massaging seat going on full blast, and you can give yourself a pretty comfortable experience. So pretty awesome stuff right there, and it works really well. You know, it feels really nice. It doesn't feel like chintzy. It feels like it's very purposeful. So that is something that I was kind of curious to see what that would feel like. The other thing the advanced package gives you is it does give you the surround view camera. So there it is right there. You can press this button, it'll cycle through your cameras right there. There's the front camera, the side view cameras, and then when you put the car in reverse, which I'll do real quick, it's beeping at me like crazy. Let's turn those parking sensors off. You have the backup camera along with the surround view camera as you're backing up. You can actually change that driving view as you push this button as well. So another kind of cool thing that you get in the advanced package, and this is true of both the advanced normal MDX and the advanced Type S. So I'm going to shut it down here. I don't want to suffocate myself or anything like that, but we will shut it down there, get the cool infographic like you do in the other one, so nothing too different there. So those are some of the standout features that you get on the MDX Type S. Oh, heads-up display, which I didn't show you guys, but yeah, it does have a heads-up display as well. So that's one of those things that obviously it casts information on the screen right in front of you, and I'll go ahead and show you that. You can see that the speed's right there down on it's actually casting kind of on the A-Spec package right out there. But the way it works is there's actually a screen right in there, and it just kind of shines it up on your windshield right there to tell you different information about your car. You know, some of the safety information. It'll tell you, your speed. It tells you some of your, if there's an accident about to happen, all sorts of interesting things. And one of my favorite things that Acura does, if you do get the advanced package with the heads-up display, is it has these buttons right here. So there's a lot of cars that have heads-up displays, but you typically have to go into like menus or some sort of settings on the vehicle, whereas Acura gives you these really nice buttons. And I'm sure there's other cars out there that do that, but just wanted to point that out a little bit. So yeah, that's the Type S advanced package. We don't have, like I said, I've driven the car one time, and I'm gonna make sure this is turned the right way. There we go. I've driven the car one time, and like I said, it was plenty of power and performance for me. Obviously, that's up to each person. So you have a wide range as to what these vehicles cost. So you're talking, about almost a $15,000 difference. Well, basically like $14,000 difference between an A-Spec MDX and the MDX advanced package, or MDX Type S advanced package. So it kind of depends on where your value proposition falls. Are you someone who really wants the look of an A-Spec? Or you're someone who wants the look of an A-Spec but wants the Type S performance? That kind of depends on which one you're after. But again, they all offer something that's kind of unique. So I really hope that this video was informative. If you have any other questions, I'm sorry there's some stuff I didn't cover, but if there's any questions specifically about the packaging or the features that any one of these has, let us know. You can contact us here at the dealership at 330-644-1300. We are located in Akron, Ohio. But we wanted to show you guys this. We wanted to make sure that the public could see it. And if you have any questions or anything that we could do to answer those questions for you, we would love to help. Thank you again so much, everyone. And we look forward to helping you out in the future. Stay safe out there and have a good night. This is Matt with Sarah Acura, and today I look forward to showing you the MDX